touch the shadows. True. On tippy toes, the softest touch. What if the chamber's locked? Light candy from in there. Don't mind if I do. Not even a challenge. Delightful. Not a sound. Go.
Swivel and wait. Wait. Now loud. One more time. Rah!
No, never mind.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Can't slow down.
England's breeds madness. Eager for battle. An efficient path.
Locked and suited.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. If not over, then through.
have to lay low for a while.
I knew she wasn't ready. Can you stop? You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself. No, everyone's got junk. Worse than junk.
Don't worry, kid. In Baldur's Gate, purses practically grow on trees. Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. I heard you helped Melly with that locket. I owe you for that. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the Druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same. And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you? I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. Sure. When we sell it in the city, I'll make sure you get your cut. Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark, but they're vicious. Anything else? Anything else? You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime. Own that town.
God, it's boring in here.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress.
I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
I thought you were Halcyon.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halcyon? Promise me a mate.
Imenentibus, alquilebre o tuo.
Complexum tuum, ab terra
Let's go.
ad nos deferre. Af spiritu, uba, aculeus, vitisque.
Let's get going. What path lies before me? Keep your distance, darling. To the shadows. Ready or not. Just like that time.
Hostess,
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Keep their confidence, if you insist.
Alquilibrio. Complexum tuum, ad
Another step
terra o tuum, ad nos.
not now, Tusk.
Shh! I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. This is better.
Vivende nos ab, imenentibus, alquilebre o tuo.
I'm sleeping. Okay.
What can you tell me about it?
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
You're trespassing. This is my territory. How about this? You can stay if you keep those ugly feet on the ground.
I'll even sweeten the pot. Found some weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep it, but...
These trees are mine. Follow the rules and I won't have to intervene. Got it?
Well, hello. Neither seen nor heard.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Over there.
Keep their confidence if you insist.
Ab spiritu umoc aculeus vitisque.
Stay low.
There.
In umbram petrus sanguine eiuratus.
What now? Best be on my way.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
No helping it.
Easy money.
Exposed now.
Yeah, right.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the Druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the Druids might see sense. A low thought. But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the Druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once. It doesn't sit well with me either. But to get these people to safety, there's nothing I won't do. You'd be well rewarded for the risk. But if that won't sway you, there's nothing more to discuss. Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now, remember?
With respect, sir, being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
They can, and did.
Was it day?
Avernus changed things.
Subtle steps.
Best we get used to that.
Yes. Zevlor.
On tippy toes.
a dull moment. Very well.
You know what I really miss about Baldur's Gate? The food. Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now, that's a different. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
It's quite a sight. The stars, I mean. I could take or leave your chin. I am. I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the Druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over? Good. I don't want you to run off just yet. You're quite the ally after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for. Yes, we're more similar than I thought. Was I? I just need to get some air. Clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the Druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head. The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
Wise. Though, I hope you'd miss me after I'm gone. I think I would if the positions were reversed. But you're right. If we're to make it through all this, there can be no room for hesitation. You're doing well.
It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well. The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me.
Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises? I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? Conversation shouldn't be made. It should be grown. Let the seeds sprout in their own time. Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears. Yes. Rocky bodies named after a false goddess. Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear. Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon. Where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vaj's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel? Surprising is just the word, isn't it? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash. Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There. Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None are important. Correct. No.
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. A matter of coin.
As thou desire.
Wits and blades, always sharp. This way.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services.